of Brooke's custard rolls. To make our little custard buns, I'm gonna start, oh, that's a tablespoon. We needed a teaspoon, 2.5 teaspoons of yeast. I'm just using this traditional dry active. Half a teaspoon of sugar, 1 cup of lukewarm water, about 110 to 115 Fahrenheit. Going to give it a really good mix here and then let it sit on the counter for 5 minutes.
Harper's sleeping.
Hopefully you guys got to see the yeast activate. That means it's ready to go. Now I'm gonna add a 1/4 cup of vegetable oil, 1/2 cup of sugar. This is a very sweet loaf, like challah bread. Sweet and like cloud-like. 1 egg, about 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I'm gonna give it another really good mix right here. 3.5 cups of all-purpose flour. I should also mention that I am throwing this idea together. I've made this bread recipe before, I've made the custard recipe before, but I have not combined the two of them together before. So you may never see this video. Into the electric mixer for about 5 minutes. If you don't have an electric mixer, you can do this all by hand. It's been kneading for about 5 minutes. It's absolutely perfect. You guys are always asking how the bowl stays so clean, but if you have your measurements perfect or as close to perfect, it should just come out. I guess I don't really have that answer. It just always comes out clean for me. I'm gonna grease the bowl. I'm just using a little bit of olive oil. We're gonna put the dough back in. We're gonna cover it and we're gonna let it do a rest for at least an hour. Now a rest means just put it to the side, but don't forget about it. It's only been about 40 minutes. I don't have any patience, but try to wait the hour if you can. Because I've never made this before, I'm not sure how many it's going to make. Maybe 8, 10. I'll let you know what. I got 10 out of that. I did weigh them and they were around 100 grams each. Just gonna take each of them, just like when I make dinner buns, and roll it all into the middle, like that. Like that. I'm gonna move my custard to a Ziploc baggie just so it's easier to spread onto my little buns. I don't have any piping bags. I'm just gonna roll each of them out. I made my own homemade custard. I did post the video for that. You guys can go back and watch that as well. Just gonna add some. I want some cute designs on them. This is probably gonna go everywhere as soon as I try to roll it. We're gonna move this to a cookie tray lined with some parchment paper and attempt to finish the rest. I am very rarely proud of myself, but guys, come on. Look at how perfect that is. Let's just hope they work out once they're cooked. Gonna show you just one more time because now I have a little bit more confidence. So I'm just using a cookie cutter to make little slices all the way up, but you don't want to go too far. You want to make sure that that custard is completely covered. This just gives it that really cool little print on it. So just like that. We're gonna flip it over. Kind of pinching the sides here just a little bit, and then continue to roll. I have some of those egg whites left for making that custard because I only needed the yolks, and I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna throw these into the oven at 350 degrees. Can we just take a minute to appreciate how good those look? Because I just threw this recipe together, I actually have enough custard to do another 10 or another recipe, but look at these guys. Although I don't know what they taste like, when you are able to create something, come up with something on your own, it is so rewarding. Now, mainly when it comes to baking. Cooking, I find so easy to throw together. These are still so hot. I still can't believe I made these. Shut the front door. Now you could eat them just the way they are, drizzle them with some chocolate. You should probably let them cool, but I never can.